Okay, kids, we are back, and this is David Hart, my nephew, and he's talking to us from Texas this morning. How you doing, David?
Hey, good. How are you guys? Good.
Great to
Good.
have,
Yes.
great to have you with us, David. So, kids, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about David, and I'm going to let him tell you about himself. So, David, my brother Rob, my younger brother Rob, has three kids, and the youngest of those three kids is David, and David is in his early 20s, just 21 actually, and he's working in Texas for a really interesting project. But I'm going to let him tell you about that. David, tell the kids your story.
Yeah. So when I graduated high school, I went to college for 1 year and realized it kind of wasn't really for me, and it was just kind of a waste of money for what I was really getting out of it for myself. So I went back home and finished my associate's degree, and then found this great opportunity actually through my cousin, Coach Hart's niece, and she did the same program I'm doing. So it's Texas Conservation Corps, which is under AmeriCorps. And the AmeriCorps, if you never heard of it, it's like the Peace Corps. A lot of people have heard of that, but it's just in America. So yeah, I've been working down here, and there are a lot of different a whole lot of different programs. Mine's kind of the obscure one, so we go around and like cut down trees and build hiking trails and like plant trees and everything under the sun. And then all the other programs in Austin and around the nation are like teaching like inner city schools or helping kids learn to read and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different opportunities, but I'm pretty glad with the one I'm in. I'm actually an Eagle Scout. I got that when I was 18, so I really just love being outside and doing stuff like that. So I'm pretty happy. I'm really happy where I am right now, and it's been a really fun road. And then through the whole COVID situation, I've been doing contact tracing, which basically through that I'll call people who have been exposed to the virus and then kind of help them through that process and make sure they're quarantining and doing everything they need to do. So that's been pretty interesting, and yeah, a lot of good opportunities came out of it. So yeah, it's kind of where I am now.
David, talk about being an Eagle Scout. What is an Eagle Scout, and talk about that whole process.
Yeah, so Boy Scouts of America, it runs from about when you're like 11 or 10 until you're 18, and you just join it, and there are about 7 ranks, and they kind of get harder as you go along. So like the first one, you have to do a bunch of requirements, but it's all just like camp out for one night and tie this knot and talk about leadership and stuff like that. And it slowly builds up, and then by the time you get to the life position, which is just before Eagle, you start your Eagle requirements, which is 21 merit badges. So that's like, think of like just classes that you have to take. So it could be woodworking, it's in life saving, swimming, citizenship, just all that stuff. They even have like golf is one of them that I got, just a bunch of different ones. And then once you get all those, you have that requirement done, and then you need to do an Eagle project, which you do like a community service project. So a lot of people will build like benches along trails, or plant a flower box by a school and stuff like that. I chose to do to redo the athletic storage room at my grade school, because that was just all in shambles. So built new shelves, put new like storage equipment there, and the like catch with it is that it's a leadership project. So you do the planning, organizing, and like getting it all together. And then once you get there, in theory, you're not supposed to touch any tools or do anything. You just have to like lead everyone and make sure everyone's doing good. So it was a really good opportunity and good experience for me. I've really learned a lot from that. I'm taking some college classes now, and just in a little report I wrote yesterday, I put just like 3 things that I learned from Boy Scouts and how it relates to management and in the business environment. So,
Boy Scouts, it seems to me, just in listening to you speak about this and just my observation of it, it seems a big missed opportunity for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, totally. And yeah, I nearly missed it. I joined when I was about 13, so I was pretty old by the time I joined. But the way it happened was all my friends came back, and we're from up in Chicago. So in January, we go on a camping trip in the snow. So we like build our own like sleds that you push around and do different activities throughout the camp during the day. So they came back and were talking about that, and I just went home and was like, Mom, I have to join. Like, I just want to go camp and just go like do that. And then, I mean, what turned into me wanting to camp really turned into a great thing for me. So if you're thinking about it, it's a great time. I'd really highly recommend it.
That's awesome, David. So David, what kind of a kid were you when you were 9, 10, 11 years old?
Yeah, so I was, as people maybe say, energetic or almost maybe a little annoying sometimes. Not really the class clown, but tried to be up there with the real class clowns, and yeah, I don't know. I was really, I don't know, very involved. Like in classes, I would like talk a lot, talk, raise my hand, and stuff like that. And then with PE class, I was thinking about it, and I was always the one. Like PE was probably my favorite class, just because I just liked it, out of everything else. And after every class, I would be helping the teacher, like, put away all the stuff and clean up and all that, just because I just loved it that much. So, yeah.
God, that's awesome. That is awesome. So, what do you remember about your PE classes?
Yeah, so I went to a private school, so we didn't really do like the PACE test or anything like that, really. So ours were mostly just playing games, and it was mostly just playing games. We had like a week of like health learning, so we would do like some like fitness tests for that, but most of the time it was playing soccer or like just a bunch of different games. Yeah, so it was pretty fun. Mm-hmm. And then actually, kind of on a similar note, we had music class at my school. So through that was kind of what you do with your students, where you dance, like we would sing and dance and do routines and stuff like that. And then at the end of the year, we had like not really a talent show, but like just like music show.
Oh, that's cool.
So every grade would get together and do a different song.
So tell us what that looked like. Where was it? How many people? Tell us more about that.
So it was called VIP, like very important person. So you would have like your grandparents, your parents, your aunts, your uncles, like anyone you wanted to come could come. And it was in the school basement. They just got like just like risers that we stood on, so maybe like 6 rows high, just enough to fit every grade, like by themselves. And then every year kind of had a theme. So one year we did like a like mashup of old cartoon theme songs. So like Flintstones, the Mr. Ed, Talking About First. We did just like a mashup of all those. Mm-hmm. Other years, it was just kind of the music was really great. She was pretty awesome. So she would usually come up with everything on her own and kind of ask us for our opinion, but she would do it. But yeah, then the like 8th grade girls would all sing a song together, like a mm-hmm. nice like angelic almost song that they would all sing. And then the whole school would get together at the end and kind of like just crowd the whole school hall and just sing a whole song together, which is pretty fun.
That's cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. David, did you seen video clips of our PE warm-ups and
I have, yeah.
Focus on Achievement Night? What impression? Yep. What did you think of it all?
I think it's pretty awesome. I think the enthusiasm of the kids is really impressive, and how they all kind of get into it and get together. I know in my grade there would probably be a couple of bozos who wouldn't really want to join in on that, but I just loved how everyone was doing it, and it's like a whole kind of class effort to make it look that good, and it looked real good. It was really nice.
It seems, I'm guessing, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, that some of that togetherness and all of that would carry over into a job like you're in right now, when you guys are out in the wild trying to cut things down or make a path. Is that accurate?
Yeah, totally. So yeah, we are in like crews of like 8 to 10. So it's 8 to 10 people working on one trail. So you all kind of got to like work together and share your tools and kind of know what the next thing to get done is and be helping out your crewmates. So yeah, totally. It's all teamwork.
Cool. So what do you think PE should be about? What should be happening at PE class?
I think PE should be kind of getting outside and kind of getting that physical play, like physical as in the P, but so it's a big part of like just letting some energy out, and then another part is education, which I kind of lacked on in my school, but just like because we would just kind of play games all day, but if we actually like did some education and learned about different things, I think that would be more beneficial down the road. So I think it's kind of a mix of physical activity, but then also education. So whether it's like a 5-minute talk at the end of class saying kind of what you did today or like some goals you may have or something like that, I don't know. I think that's kind of what PE is to me.
You're pretty close in age, relatively speaking, to the kids. The kids that are listening to this are 9, 10, 11 years old. And you're only about 10 years removed from that. But in that 10 years, you've been in some leadership moments and leadership opportunities or opportunities where you've had to function outside of a school setting and out in the real world. What advice can you give kids that are 9, 10, 11 years old that are thinking that are going to be either joining a crew like yours or going off to college or whatever the case may be? Do you want to share anything with these kids?
It can be pretty difficult at times, but I think as long as you kind of have an idea what you're doing, kind of go slow and all of the people you are leading are well, I think that's the big thing. I see a lot of people get a little too caught up in little details here and there, and I think that if you just kind of focus and kind of keep moving in that direction, that's for me.
That's beautiful. David, thank you so much for joining us here today. Hopefully you will go out there and make Texas a safer place today.
Yeah, that's the plan. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
Take care, David. Thanks.
Right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, kids.